This video is a full guide on how to build your arms to be insanely aesthetic. By the end of this video, you'll have all of my knowledge on building killer arms, plus a custom workout routine to grow your arms super big. My goal with this video is to help you to fill out all of your t-shirts. So watch the video at the end, pay attention, and implement what I tell you. First, I'll cover all of the muscles that we'll be focusing on, and then I'll explain what exercises to best work them. So first off, starting at the top, of course, we have the shoulder, right? The deltoid. Some people, for some reason, will sometimes count this as like a separate muscle group. Perhaps it's like a split thing, but it's part of the arm. It's an important part of the arm too. Maybe the most important. The upper arm, the front of the upper arm, are the biceps. The back of the upper arm are the triceps, and forearm is important as well, which is all of the lower arm. There's of course there's like the front and the back side, right? Forearms are surprisingly important for aesthetics, not so much their size, but you definitely don't want them to be like tiny and unproportional to the rest of you. And of course, grip strength is extremely valuable when you're working out. Okay, starting with shoulders. Shoulders makes the entire arm look good. I'm not sure why, but very wide, big shoulders will make the entire arm look way better, even if all of this stuff is unproportional. Shoulders also adds to the V-taper look that is, of course, part of the aesthetic body. That's the most attractive body shape that a man can have, is the V-taper look, right? So wide shoulders are extremely, extremely important. And by far the best exercises to work shoulders are lateral raises and overhead presses. I like doing overhead presses with a barbell. Those really add to width. Lateral raises do a lot of width, and overhead presses do a lot of strength. It's a good compound exercise as well, so you get a little bit of extra arm work in addition to working your shoulders. Triceps make up 70% of the upper arm. So if I'm splitting this up into like most important muscles, right, which I think is important to categorize because I'm trying to get you extremely aesthetic arms, we should focus probably number one on the shoulders, and right below that, triceps. So those are like the top two, shoulders and triceps. And triceps, as I just said, are 70% of the upper arm. A lot of people focus on biceps because they want biceps to look good. Of course, we want biceps to pop, right? We like that look. When we think about big arms, we think about how big the bicep is, right? But triceps are 70% of the arm. So working on triceps, focusing on triceps, will lead to 70% of the arm gains, whereas like the bicep will only be 30%. For triceps, dips are king. You know that machine in the gym where it's like, it's got the two horizontal bars. It's not really a machine, but it's something you can get up onto. Normally it's on a pull-up bar, so it has like the pull-up bar and there's things you can stand on, but it has two horizontal bars. What you're supposed to do is grab those and then lower yourself down and push yourself up, and that's a dip. You can also do it on like a free bench. If you put your hands behind you on the bench, lower yourself down. Or at home, you can get creative and do it maybe like on the edge of your bed or on some stairs or something like that. I like doing it in the gym at the dedicated machine, and I like doing weight if it's possible for you. Weighted dips are king. They are by far the number one exercise, without question, to build your triceps and also your chest as well. Your chest strength will explode as well if you do dips. You need to spam dips as much as you possibly can, and do weighted if possible. If you feel comfortable putting on the chain, the belt with the chain, looping the chain through the weight, clipping it on, and then having the weight hang so you can do weighted dips. If you can't do body weight dips, let's say you can do less than 5. If you can't do 5, go to assisted dips. So ordinarily, right next to that machine, there is a machine for assisted dips where there's a pad that you can flip the pad up and you can put your knees on it, and that's like assisted weight that pushes up on you gently so that you can perform the dips better. Do that, but get up to 10 bodyweight dips as fast as you possibly can, because the difference between assisted dips and bodyweight dips is insane. That's going to contribute most to your tricep gains is dips. But in addition to dips, tricep push downs are great. You can perform these with a cable. You can get like a straight bar. There are several ways to do them. I don't have a preference. You can do them with they have like the two, I don't know what it's called. The string with the two, I call them monkey balls, which is a stupid name. Or the straight bar or the triangle bar. All will work. Just whatever feels best to you, right? Whatever feels like it works your triceps best. So that's some great kind of more of an isolation exercise for triceps. Biceps, of course, we want them to pop. We want them to be strong, right? We're going to focus a lot on triceps, but biceps do look nice, right? And bicep strength is great for stuff like back. If you want to do back exercises, you want to get really good at that. Pulling exercises, biceps are very important for that. Barbell bicep curls, are king because they target both heads of the bicep and allow you to load heavy weight for maximum muscle growth. And here's what's interesting. Incline dumbbell curls, which you can perform by getting one of those benches and then setting it at a slight incline and then sitting on it and lying back as you do dumbbell curls. They stretch the bicep and increase the range of motion from just standing. So when I first started, I did a lot of just standing curls. I like those, but it's more optimal to do them on the incline bench. So yeah, try those out. They feel really good, the incline dumbbell curls. So I'm sure you'll like them. Great for bicep growth. And lastly, forearm strength. So forearms, we don't need to get them huge, right? We don't need to get them like Popeye forearms, but we do want them to be somewhat proportional and strong. As I mentioned, like really skinny forearms, they just don't look good. They kind of look odd, out of place on big arms. And we're gonna get you big arms, so we need to make sure your forearms are proportional. There are a lot of benefits to grip strength as well. It translates to all exercises. From your pull-ups to your bench press, grip strength is extremely important. I'm going to prescribe you with wrist curls, palm up and palm down, 15 to 20 reps per set. So these are quite easy to perform. You just grab a dumbbell, and then I can't show you the bottom of my hand, but it'll kind of be like this. You curl like that, and then you'll turn it over and do your reps that way, right? These are great. Forearms really hurt when you work them. It'll feel awkward at first if you're not used to working them, but just know it felt awkward with me too. And then as my strength grew with forearms, the awkwardness went away. I want you to focus on slow and controlled reps. This is a time under tension thing. This is a controlled thing. So really focus on that, even though it burns. By the way, I explain all of this and more in my full program. That's going to be the top link in the description. That is all of my lifter knowledge to date, all of the value I can possibly give to a single person if I wanted to take them from zero, from skinny or fat and overweight and ugly to being like an aesthetic Greek god. That's what I would give them. But it's so much that I can't possibly put into any one of these videos. You'll benefit a lot just from clicking that, checking that out, watching the video attached to that page and reading what it's about and seeing if it's for you. And obviously if it doesn't seem like it's for you today and you're like, then you can just close that tab and come back to this video. But yeah, go do that right now. Click the link in the description. I'll put the full routine on screen now. I want you to screenshot it or write it down. Pause the video, screenshot it or write it down. Save it somewhere. And what I encourage you to do is to rework whatever split you're doing right now, to include a dedicated arm day. And the reason for this is, and if you've never done it before, basically working all parts of the arm together as opposed to like push-pull day, it feels really good. Like you get a crazy pump from doing it. It feels a bit more like your muscles in your arm are in sync. And yeah, it's just a great way to work arms, really focus on all the muscles in the arms. Feels good, and of course like the pump afterwards is legendary. So I definitely encourage you to do that. The split I'm doing right now is arms on one day. It's kind of like push pull legs, but it's arms day one, it's chest, back, and core day two, and then it's legs day three. So it's almost the same thing, but I just move stuff around, so I have a dedicated arm day. That's what I encourage you to do. I encourage you to pause the video now, save this somewhere, and then kind of rework your split to try that. If you really don't want to, then you can just find a way to integrate these exercises into your other days, your push day or pull day or whatever split you're doing. But like, it's your loss. You're gonna miss out on the experience of having an arm day, and that's just horrible. I feel sorry for you. Just make the intelligent decision and dedicate an arm day. Trust me, it's so worth it. As with every muscle group, you need to work these twice a week. And here's the thing: if you want aesthetic arms, if you want big aesthetic arms, I'm going to need you to progressively overload every single chance you get. That means every single workout you perform, or at least like every week that you perform this, I'm going to need you to go up in weight by at least 5 pounds. Go up in weight as often as you possibly can, even if you don't feel like it. Literally force your muscles to grow and adapt, even if they don't want to. If you have to like fail, then so what? Like, go till failure, man. But like, really push your muscles so you force that kind of growth, and you will be rewarded with gigantic aesthetic arms, I promise you. If you got any value from this video, there's something you can do which is a win-win for both of us, which is to scroll down and click the subscribe button. I win because I get a new subscriber. You win because anytime I have a new insight, learn something new, or try something new, then I can make a video and directly give you value to help you build your aesthetic body. Thank you so much for watching, and bye. Also, go click the top link in the description if you haven't already to check out my full program. It's worth it. Bye.